Hello and welcome to the 52nd Annual City of Fairfax Independence Day Parade. I'm Rachel Roth with City Screen 12.
And I'm Lou Katz with the all-new Hound Radio at houndradio.com. Happy birthday, America. We are live today, as we are every year, on City Screen 12 on both the Cox and Verizon cable systems. And, of course, if you'd like to catch us online, we're available at www.fairfaxva.gov.
And you can catch the replays daily throughout the month of July at 2 p.m. and also at 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. on days when we don't have meetings, and you can check the City Screen schedule for that.
And you can also catch the replays anytime, 24/7 at virginiava.gov or on our YouTube channel, City of Fairfax VA.
And I'd just like to invite everyone to please subscribe to our YouTube channel, because then you get a notification every time we post something new. And you can also enjoy things like past parades. Lou, we've got parades dating back to 1985.
You got quite a database there, Rachel. By the way, this year's theme is Live Life Connected, which ties in with the newly adopted tagline for the city.
That's right. This year's winning logo was designed by Jennifer Jensen, a computer graphics and photography teacher at McLean High School. The logo features an iconic biplane pulling a banner with the theme, Live Life Connected.
Speaking of biplanes, the biplanes from the Flying Circus Air Show first appeared over this parade way back in 1979, and these beautiful vintage biplanes signal the start of our great parade on this 4th of July.
And if you look closely at the plane, you'll see the number 0704-1776 in honor of our nation's birthday. And the tail number on the plane is WJP in honor of Walter J. Potok, who was instrumental in getting the Flying Circus Aerodrome connected with the parade.
And today we take time out and remember Walt Potok, who was an incredibly special and dedicated volunteer for decades as a former chairman and long-standing member of the Independence Day Celebration Committee.
Walt and his family have been involved for many years to make the 4th of July celebration one of America's best. Although Walt is no longer with us, his legacy lives on.
Thank you, Walt. Thank you for your service to the city of Fairfax, all your neighbors, and your community and your country, too.
And Lou, I hear our man on the street, Brian Hopkins, has another tribute to Walt.
I'm here in the back parking lot with the balloon boss, Joe Ormacher, and the envelope says it all. This was her assignment this morning. Tell me about the balloon that we have above us.
The balloon we have above us is a tribute to one of our very long time 4th of July members, Walt Potok. Walt he passed away last year, and he has been with the city and 4th of July for as long as anybody can remember. He was a wonderful, wonderful man.
The Independence Day Celebration Committee in the city of Fairfax welcome you to our 52nd 4th of July Parade.
Celebrate his initials going up on it later on. So that's pretty special.
He will truly be missed.
He will really be missed, yeah.
Our plans from the Flying Circus, Virginia.
What a great sight.
Yeah, and cue the flyover. Here we have the...
Great to see the biplanes out there. That's a live shot you're watching right now.
They come to us from the Flying Circus Air Show in Bealton, Virginia. They did first appear over the parade in 1979, and we're so glad to see them again over this year's parade.
And look how they fly in such great formation. It is so nice to have you joining us today again here for the 4th of July celebration at the City of Fairfax Independence Day Parade. And I want to tell you about a special person, Bob Sisson. Bob is one of the region's longest-serving local government administrators. Under his guidance, the City of Fairfax has been ranked, and very proud to be ranked, as one of the top 10 places to live in the country.
And here we see Bob sitting on his bench that was dedicated to him by the City of Fairfax staff. The bench is located here on the grounds of City Hall, and we just want to wish Bob a very happy retirement. Congratulations, a job well done.
Time now to head back out to our pal, Brian Hopkins. He's out on the street. Brian, where are you right now?
Hey, Lou and Rachel, I'm right down in front of the reviewing stand, and I just wanted to say it's indeed an honor to be among the multitude out here. It's such a treat to be with you guys again. I want everybody, oh look, right above us we have this plane flying above us again. How beautiful. Crowd's giving them a nice round of applause. want to invite everybody, all the viewers, whether you're new, whether you have been here with us in the past, sit back, relax, enjoy the best small town parade there is around.
And we just want to give a shout out to our pilots flying over the circus today. We had John Potok, is the son of Walt Potok, and he's flying a 1939 Waco UPF-7 built by the Weaver Aircraft Company. We also have Dave Brown, Frank Isbill, and Justin Courier are all flying Stearman PT-17 biplanes.
Boy, those things are
That's
incredible
amazing,
shape.
isn't it?
What a great formation. Thanks again for joining us on this 4th of July. We got a great parade in store for you right now. In just a few moments, they're going to be making their way up Armstrong Street. You can be connected to today's events by simply texting FFX4STH to 888-777 if you'd like to receive text updates for today's events.
That's right, and you know, if we have to do anything now, it's not going to rain. It better not rain.
No, I don't think so.
If there's any type of change to the schedule because of a weather event, you know, you'll get a text alert to let you know. Because like last year, we actually did set off the fireworks just a little bit early to get them in before a rain cell came through, and boy, were we glad we got the fireworks
in. I know,
in.
and the fireworks, of course, are going to be taking place tonight right around 9:30 at Fairfax High School over on Rebel Run. There is limited parking. You definitely want to consider using a shuttle service, a bus, if you're going to be going out there.
Yes.
And in between then and now, right after the parade, say around noontime, we're going to have the Superhero Fest.
And that's going to be a lot of fun. We've got lots of superheroes. They've all come to the city of Fairfax, and they'll be over there from noon until about 12:30. And then while you're there across the street, you can enjoy Old-Fashioned Fireman's Day at Fire Station 3. You can stand back and watch the fun, or you can get up close and get soaking wet if that's what you'd like.
Isn't that what you want to do with the today's temperatures in the 90 and the heat index into the triple digits? Definitely don't want to miss out on the Old-Fashioned Firefighters Day events, again, starting at noon. There'll be food, drinks, and games for everybody, and everybody should have a chance to swing by, especially if you happen to have young kids too.
And we also, the museum, Fairfax Museum and Visitor Center is open today. They've got air conditioning, and it's their birthday today too, because they opened 26 years ago today was the grand opening of the City of Fairfax Museum.
So plenty to do today on this 4th of July celebration here. Luke Hatz and Rachel Roth live on City Screen 12, and we want to take a moment out before the parade makes its way up towards Armstrong Street to thank some of our sponsors. One of our sponsors happens to be, as a matter of fact, it's an elite sponsor, Fair City Mall. They've been with us for so many years. It's great to have them as part of our parade and as a sponsor. We have silver sponsors, Patriot Harley Davidson. Also, we have bronze sponsors, Clover Plumbing and HVAC Services, and our friends at Sandy Spring Bank. We have supporting sponsors too, and the list just goes on, including Freedom Bank of Virginia, Fairfax Rehabilitation Nursing Center, the Oncology Associates Group PC, Pope's Auto Body and Paint, and the family of Walt Potok too.
And I hear our man on the street, Brian Hopkins, is down with some folks getting ready for the parade to start.
Yes, indeed. This is a fan from 2005, right? But we have a lady, I stole this from a lady that has been coming here since, what year have you been coming here since?
1956. We moved in the city.
That is fantastic that you guys are coming back again. Excellent. I'm sorry, say that again for me.
I raised my children here. I've had 3 children, 2 boys and a girl.
I see you have great taste by bringing them here year after year after year. All right, well, fantastic. And I've been told to ask her how long she's been here. So how long have you been coming here?
1959. City. I've raised my children here. So
that is so beautiful. What's your opinion of the parade itself?
it's great. It's wonderful. It's awesome.
What makes it so great?
It's just getting out and watching the people and being with everybody. It's wonderful.
Tell him you were master or whatever.
I was a queen of the senior center one year in the parade.
Well, you're a queen to me right now. And who wants a fan? I'm selling a fan. No, here you go. Lou and Rachel, back to you.
Yeah, Brian, you got to be nice and give the fan back.
I know.
Speaking of fans, we are huge fans of the Independence Day Celebration Committee, aren't we, Lou?
Oh boy, the work they do.
They do a lot. They get us organized. They put everything together. They work tirelessly. I believe they take the month of August off to catch their breath, but then they get right back at it so that we can bring you an amazing parade year after year.
And this is the 52nd annual Independence Day Parade here in the city of Fairfax. It started back in 1967, and it was organized by the Delta Alpha chapter of Beta Sigma Phi sorority. And the parade has developed in really what is considered by many the largest in Northern Virginia. We have everything. We got the marching bands you're about to see. We have civic floats, the Shriners little cars. Those are always
those are fun.
so popular. We have big motorcycles. A lot of your young kids are going to love looking at the fire engines from both the city of Fairfax and Fairfax County and other surrounding jurisdictions. Not to mention we have horses, clowns, gymnasts, and yes, some hazy, scorching sun to keep us all nice and baked.
Exactly. And tonight, speaking of, hot and scorching, the Rockets are going to be tearing up the stage tonight over at the high school, Fairfax High School, for the evening show. They're actually going to be starting off at 6 p.m. So if you come early, there's going to be lots of kids' activities. There's some great food available, and the music starts at 6. So get your seat early, then you'll have prime seating for the fireworks.
Absolutely. And do remember, Fairfax High School is where it's happening. You probably want to take the shuttle buses. Definitely.
Park at Woodson.
Right, park at Woodson, and that way you'll beat all the heavy crowds, and you'll be able to get in and out, and you won't have to walk, and you won't have to sweat so much. Thank you so much again for joining us. In a moment, we should be having the first part of our parade route coming up. As a matter of fact, I see a police officer sort of checking things out.
I was going to say, and this is not for our audio guys, I was going to say cue the mics, because both of our bicycle patrol officers are named Mike.
Or Mike.
So, and it's really a neat thing. So we have the bicycle patrol officers going around the parade route, and we also have bicycle paramedics, so that if there's any health emergency that arises along the parade route, they can get in and out through the crowd quickly.
Right, and don't forget, we do have parade replays here on City Screen 12. These are going to be daily now for you at 2 p.m. and at 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. on days when there's no meeting coverage is scheduled. And that's what, pretty often or no? What do you say?
Well, the third week of July, there's no meeting, so that's
everybody's on vacation.
And actually, this week, yes, Friday and Saturday and Sunday, we'll be able to get the parade playing at 10 a.m. and 7 p.m.
So definitely check us out, and if you want to be high tech, you can watch us online too at www.fairfaxva.gov.
And what's fun about the online is you can tell your family and friends around the world that they can come and check out the City of Fairfax parade, and it's a good way for folks that are traveling to stay connected.
I know. We have all kinds of special things planned for you today in the parade route, and we're starting to see some of the first activity heading their way up Armstrong Street in just a moment. We got some amazing balloons you're going to see. We have superheroes, and we also have the mascot from the Washington Capitals, the Stanley Cup winning Washington Capitals. So they're going to be represented too. So thanks for joining us. If you're indoors, hopefully nice and cool, as we get ready to start kicking off our parade, the 52nd annual Independence Day Parade here in the city of Fairfax.
And here we see our motorcycle patrol officers doing some formations for us down Armstrong Street here.
I've often wondered, Rachel, how they manage to steer those things so smoothly, those big, heavy
They do
Harleys.
have great command of those vehicles, and they do practice. They do practice these drills. They make it look so easy, but receiving a very well-received welcome from the crowd there.
I'm going to do another formation now for you.
So right behind our motorcycle officers, I see our United States Army Old Guard Fife and Drum Corps. We are so pleased that they are joining us again at our parade.
I like that move too. People got their cell phones out, getting ready to take pictures, sharing texts with the family. These folks here on Armstrong Street have a really great bird's eye view of what's going on.
Yeah, the Old Guard is one of the 4 premier musical organizations for the United States Army. Members perform using musical instruments and wearing uniforms similar to those used by military musicians of the Continental Army during the American Revolution.
Very, very authentic.
Formed in 1965 by Chief Murray Cutner. They first participated in the parade in 1979, and behind them is the City of Fairfax Fire Department Honor Guard that was formed in the fall of 2001 following the events of 9/11, and they've appeared in today's parade since 2002. Of course, behind them is a litany fire trucks, representing our City of Fairfax Fire Department and our Fairfax Volunteer Fire Department.
40 years and 90 years of service. It's so nice to know that they are out there, you know, God forbid you need them, they are there 24/7 for you.
So I love this little truck. That is so cool. The tiniest ladder truck I've ever seen. And that's pretty neat.
And look at the lucky guy in the back who gets to drive.
Yeah, he's really driving, yeah.
And he's doing a good job.
Yeah. So we have both career and administrative employees as well as volunteer members that serve the City of Fairfax area and the surrounding area. Now we're getting a look at our relatively new ladder truck, the tower truck we got just a few years ago. And it really is quite impressive. And it's fun to see them out in front of Fire Station 3 washing these things.
Oh, yeah.
It's quite the production to get that taken
Rachel,
care
they're
of.
so clean you could eat off those fire trucks. It's absolutely amazing. And again, thank you for being first responders and helping out our community and knowing you're there all the time.
And we do have 2 fire stations in the city. We have Fire Station 3 and Fire Station 33, which is off of Fairfax Boulevard. And there are approximately 80 volunteer members and 50 career professionals that work out of those 2 stations.
Yeah, the volunteer department was formed way back in 1928, and in 1940, the very first paid staff members started working along with the volunteers. And no need to worry if something comes up and you need them. These are not all the trucks and all the apparatus.
That's right.
They are available for you anytime. EMS, fire, rescue, it's all covered. In case you're just joining us, I'm Lou Katz from the all-new Hound Radio, along with Rachel Roth with the City of Fairfax TV team. And we are giving you live coverage of the 52nd Annual Independence Day Parade here in the City of Fairfax. So glad you're joining us.
And we've got a beautiful day. It's a little on the hot and sticky side, but at least it's not raining.
No.
Right behind them, we see the Fairfax High School Marching Rebels. They've been an active participant in school, community, state, and national events for many years. The continued commitment to excellence in the arts by the school and the community has been integral to the success of the Fairfax Marching Band.
Take a little bow now, a little break in front of the viewing stand. And you can count on them performing in just a moment. They participate in community Halloween parades, the Ride of the Patriots Memorial Day Parade.
Here we go. They did a fantastic job doing their hometown proud. The Fairfax High School Marching Rebels. And right behind them, I see we have our dignitaries are making their approach. But first, the fight song. Mayor Meyer has been a resident of the city of Fairfax for 36 years, and he served on council for 8 years, and then he was elected to the position of mayor during a special election on February 7th of 2017. Behind him we see Michael DeMarco. He's serving his 3rd term on city council. Previously served as the city's Economic Development Authority chair.
Love the Mustang. Now we have for you, coming along Armstrong Street for our parade today, City Council member So Lim. So is serving her 1st term on City Council, elected in the recent May 2018 elections. So is a wife, mother, and small business owner, and has lived and worked in the city of Fairfax for over 20 years.
And now we see Councilmember Janice Miller serving her 3rd term on council, previously serving in 1992 to 94, and then from 2012 to the present. She also served as the school board chair for many years. There we have Councilmember Jennifer Passy. She's in her 1st full term on City Council. She was first elected in September of 2017 during a special election, re-elected in May.
We have all the dignitaries heading up on our parade. Right now you're seeing
John Staley. He's serving his 2nd term on City Council. Previously, he was the chairman of the City of Fairfax Parks and Recreation Advisory Board.
I'm sorry, I'm a car buff.
I know, look at that.
I love that old Oldsmobile. Man, that is a classic. That is a classic. Thank you again for joining us. Live coverage here on the City Screen 12 channel for the City of Fairfax Independence Day Parade.
And now we see Council Member Sang Yi. He is serving his 1st term on City Council. He also was elected in 2018, becoming one of the first Asian Americans to serve on the City Council, in addition to So Lim.
Now making its way down the parade route, we happen to have City of Fairfax School Board member Carolyn Pitches. Carolyn serving her 5th term as a Fairfax City School Board member and her 8th year as vice chair of the board. She's, by the way, a member of the Washington Area Boards of Election and Lanier Middle School Advisory Committee.
And riding with her is Carolyn Pitches is today's City of Fairfax School Board alternate student representative, Kylie Horn. She's a junior at Fairfax High School and is part of the Multiple Honor Society.
Just going by, we had the City of Fairfax School Board member Bob Reinsel serving his third term on the board.
And there we have Toby Sorensen. She's starting her 6th term on the City Council School Board. She was the school board chair from 2014 through 2016. And now we see Mitch Sutterfield. He's serving his 5th term. And behind him, we see Paige Johnson riding with our Grand Marshal, Uncle Sam.
Hey, Uncle Sam. Paige is Commissioner of the Revenue. Big job. I wonder if he's one of those guys that can use a calculator without looking at it, because he deals with all the money, right?
All the numbers are just right in his head.
Right. Paige is serving his 6th term as the City of Fairfax Commissioner of the Revenue. In fact, only one of 5 Commonwealth of Virginia constitutional officers.
We have Treasurer Tom Sibilia riding behind him. He's in his 1st year of his 2nd term as City Treasurer. And behind them, we see the Veterans of the Foreign War, Post 8469. They are joining us for the 52nd year. They've been here from the beginning.
They were formed in 1946, and they are a service post in the honorable tradition of VSW posts across our nation, under the guidance of Post Commander Joseph Cristodo. I think I get it right, Cristodo. Their purpose is to do great work for the community, which they do all the time. And you can tell they're getting a standing ovation.
A round of applause and a standing ovation. And they are the first place winners in the float category. We're getting a look at that float right now.
I want to let you know that Post 8469 hosts an annual yard sale with all the funds going to charitable causes related to the Post, and also a Valentine annual breakfast, as well as an annual Patriots Pen Award and Voice of Democracy Award competitions for high school students here in the area.
And Post 8469 has won the coveted All-State Post Award for many years and has won numerous awards in this parade for their marching unit, color guard, and of course floats, as we just saw.
Right, big winners.
Look at these antique vehicles. Isn't that cool?
Look at those classic Jeeps. All part of Post 8469, the Veterans of Foreign Wars. Our hats go off to you, folks.
And now we see the City of Fairfax Band. They were formed in 1969 as a small summer season group and have grown to be one of Northern Virginia's best-known community performing groups. And I have to give a plug. On Thursday the 12th is their big children's concert. Now they do concerts out here at the Veterans Amphitheater at 7:30 every Thursday in the month of July. But the one on the 12th is the one that's specifically geared towards children. They play a lot of fun movie scores, and there's ice cream, and there's balloons, and it's just a lot of fun.
Here they are performing on the float right now for you, the City of Fairfax Band.
Bob Pouliot. He received the National Association of Concert Bands Outstanding Conductor Award. So congratulations, Bob Pouliot.
Don't forget the band performs tonight at Fairfax High School from 7 till 8, right before the big fireworks display.
Which includes the 1812 Overture right before the fireworks start. It's a lot of fun.
You're seeing right now on City Screen 12 the American Legion Post 177 Honor Guard. They're composed of Legionnaires and members of the Sons of the American Legion. In addition to marching and parades, the Honor Guard performs in patriotic ceremonies for vets and all kinds of entities in the Northern Virginia region, too.
American Legion Post 177 is under the direction of Commander Jeff White, and they've been in this parade since its inception 52 years ago. So it's fun to see the motorcycles all decked out for the
Oh,
Fourth.
yeah, red, white, and blue, flags.
And there we have our Miss Poppy, Grace Hodgson. She's 12 years old, daughter of the Post, 177. She is a rising 7th grader at Marsteller Middle School in Bristow, Virginia. Now we see Boy Scout Troop 1887, which is chartered by the American Legion Post 177. Seeing some familiar faces in there.
They keep busy throughout the year. They help clean up Van Dyke Park during the annual City of Fairfax Cleanup Day and all kinds of great things.
And here we're catching a glimpse at our patriotic airplane balloon that is a tribute to Walt Potok. And isn't that amazing?
What a great balloon. Red, white, and blue jet airplane. Carries all the colors found in our beautiful stars and stripes. It's 24 feet, soaring high. It's filled with 1,400 cubic feet of helium. And if you count them, there are at least 12 handlers. And they're from our friends at Sandy Spring Bank. Thank you so much for volunteering.
Yeah, and the spirit of 76 reminds us that we can be proud of all the aviators who have flown all kinds of aircraft in defense of freedom, liberty, and justice. We salute them.
And now the Redskins Marching Band in our parade here, the 52nd annual City of Fairfax Independence Day Parade. They participate in all home games and have been doing it since 1938. And this year, a special year, they're celebrating their 80th anniversary in the all-volunteer group formed by George Preston Marshall when he brought the Skins to D.C. back in '38.
You can see the marching band around the stadium before the game and the start of every home game. Participating in this parade for over 25 years, they are under the direction of Karen Summers and the assistant director, Ed Green. You know, and Lou, these are members that are lawyers, judges, teachers, ministers, members of the armed forces, government employees, you name it, all walks of life.
Yeah,
come together with the love of music and great football.
Right. Well, our cavalcade of VIPs continues now with Congressman Gerald Conley serving his 5th year in the U.S. House of Representatives, of course, from Virginia's 11th District, which includes Fairfax County, Prince William, and here, the City of Fairfax.
And we also have Senator Tim M. McCain. He is one of 30 people in American history to have served as mayor, governor, and U.S. state senator. He was elected to the Senate in 2012 and serves on the Armed Services, Budget, Foreign Relations, and Health, Education, Labor, and Pension Committees.
Another shot of Jerry Conley there.
We also have Lieutenant Governor Justin E. Fairfax. Oh, and now I'm seeing Senator Chap Peterson. He represents Central and Western Fairfax in the Virginia State Senate. He is a homegrown City of Fairfax resident, a graduate of Fairfax High School.
Yeah, when you think of the City of Fairfax, Chap Peterson comes to mind for sure.
And also David Bulova, our delegate. He resides with his family in the Middle Ridge community of Fairfax.
David grew up in Fairfax, got his BA from the College of William & Mary and a master's in public administration from Virginia Tech, a techie.
Hokey, hokey. Now we have the Great Mills High School Marching Band, formed in 1960. They're making their 5th appearance in the parade. And they are under the direction of Matthew Pearson. And they come to us from St. Mary's County. They participated in the St. Patrick's Day Parade in Washington, D.C., the Strawberry Festival in West Virginia, the Pride in the Park Parade in Lexington Park, Maryland, and many others. And we're so happy they're here joining us in our parade today.
This is just one of the many, many live bands that are going to be performing for you today. Here is the live coverage continues on City Screen 12. Lou Katz from the All New Hound Radio, along with Rachel Roth with the City of Fairfax cable system.
Behind them, we have the Flying Circus Air Show. Again, from Bealton, Virginia. And, you know, that's not far. They put on a wonderful show and, you know, kind of harkens back to the barnstorming era.
Oh, yeah.
Some really...
Looks like somebody took a chop to that little car, that convertible. Oh, here's one of my favorites every year, Rachel.
It's our little World War II biplane replica. It's on a 1924 Model T Ford touring car.
They're moving. You're watching them right now. The City of Fairfax Theater Company, been around since 2009. This is the 3rd time that we've had their honor to join us in the parade.
And they are footloose this year. It's all about being footloose and fancy-free. You can catch their performance at Footloose at Lanier Middle School, July 20th through 28th. And the Little Princess will be November 30th through December 2nd at Truro Anglican Church in Fairfax. So be sure to get out there and support the theater. They put a lot of effort into their productions, and it shows.
Oh, here they come. Check out these classic cars.
Oh, yeah. And we've got Cub Scout Troop 1513. Formed in 1968. They've participated in the parade for many years, and they are sponsored by Fairfax Villa Cavalier Woods Civic Association. Ah, yes, the George Washington Model A Ford Club, formed in 1963, making their 3rd appearance in the parade. They are the largest car club in Washington, D.C., and they have close to 200 members who appreciate the rugged dependability and timeless style of the Ford Model A.
Wow, those things look like they're brand new. It's unbelievable. Look at the condition of these
And I
cars.
think all car horns should still sound like that. Don't you think so? It's, oh, no. I like it.
I love that little roadster there.
It's much more pleasant, you know. Stop texting.
You know,
drive. Be safe when you drive.
Exactly. They do all kinds of great things besides drive their cars in parades. They donate money to the Old Soldiers Home and participate in a club show for them here in D.C. Their group, by the way, features over 350 vintage automobiles.
And now we see Burke VFW Post 5412, formed in 1990, comprised of veterans who have served in overseas war zones. They support wounded veterans, encourage patriotism and community involvement. They've been participating in this event for over 20 years. They serve active duty and honorably discharged veterans in our local community. Behind them we see the Kina Shrine Temple, formed in 1952, one of nearly 200 shrine temples located throughout the United States, Canada, Mexico, and the Republic of Panama. Of course, their motto is, "No one stands so tall as when he stoops to help a crippled child." They do a lot of good work.
And the Saints come marching in. The Kina Shrine Temple has participated in this parade for the 45th year this year. It's unbelievable. And they get involved with all kinds of events like the Alexandria George Washington's Day Parade, the Falls Church Memorial Day Parade, even in Vienna for the Halloween Parade. They're busy.
Now, the first Shrine Hospital opened in 1922. And the Shriners Hospital for Children has grown to 22 with hospitals in Montreal, Mexico City, and all over. The health system is dedicated to providing pediatric medical care, world-class research, and educational opportunities for medical professionals.
Back in 2015, the Kena Clowns won second place in the clown category in this parade. In 2013, they were awarded second place.
And here come the camel herders. They're stirring up the crowd.
They're not even thirsty, those camels.
Yeah, they can go long distances.
They go long distances. Once again, thank you for the service and helping the community, the Kena gang.
They even have their own yacht club.
Oh, yes.
There you go. Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 minutes hub.
Oh, very good, Rachel.
Okay, this is more my speed. The big yacht here.
Right.
Oh, looks like he has a shark. Caught a few fish.
Yeah, they're one of the largest groups to participate in our annual City of Fairfax Independence Day Parade.
They take up a whole division.
Yes.
They really do. It's amazing.
I don't hear anybody yelling four.
Yep. We have some of our Kena Clowns as well.
Look at that 1919 Ford. Unbelievable, the condition of these classic cars. So nice to have you joining us today here on the city screen. 12, Lou Katz from the all-new Hound Radio with Rachel Roth. And by the way, there's replays of this if you ever want to catch us.
I was just going to say, don't forget to check us out on YouTube at City of Fairfax VA. Sign up to be, subscribe to our channel. I promise you, we won't be bombarding you with tons of stuff, but every time we do post a new video, like things like the parade or the children's concert that's coming up, you'll get a notification, so you'll know, hey, there's something maybe I should check out. We also do this really neat thing called Fairfax City Minute. And so basically we release it on Thursdays, and it's just a look ahead at what's coming up in the weekend ahead in Fairfax. So again, subscribe to our YouTube channel and you'll get a notification, and it's only a minute.
Right.
Or sometimes maybe close to 2. But anyway, it's short, it's fast, but it lets you know what's going on in your own hometown.
And that's a great way to stay in touch again.
We got the Kena Shrine Band.
And then a parade favorite right behind the band. You can see them there making their way up and down in great formation.
The Kena 500. Okay, here they go.
Watch these moves.
Those little cars can zip along. They're going pretty quick.
They're fast. I mean, right on the mark. These guys don't miss a beat. Is there any leg room in those things, Rachel? I have no idea.
No.
I can't imagine.
I wonder if they do have some sort of height limitation or leg length, because
I think they're all off to see it.
Prerequisite, you must be able to get in and out of the
They're
car
all
by
off
yourself
to see,
or forget it.
Right. They're all off to see a chiropractor right after the parade today. A couple things to remind you about. We have the big Fairfax fireworks show tonight. It's the evening show, starts at 6 o'clock over at Fairfax High School. There's live music by the Rockets, and then at right around 9:30, speaking of Rockets, the Rockets will be going off with the fireworks display. Definitely you want to consider using the bus service there as a shuttle, but you don't want to miss it. If you've never been there at the evening show, it is a spectacular show and an amazing fireworks display.
It absolutely is. There are activities to keep the kids entertained, lots of fun inflatables, there's face painting, all kinds of fun things. And there's ice cream, there's funnel cake, there's fresh squeezed lemonade.
And it's going to be dripping today too, for sure. And a reminder that after the parade wraps up here around noontime today, if you can, head over to the old-fashioned firefighters events. Right on University Drive, goes on from noon till 1. and it's a whole lot of fun. And yes, you want to get in the area where they're spraying the water while they're playing the games. Oh my gosh, that. And then we have the Superhero Fest also going on starting at noon today. All of your favorite superheroes will be there.
They'll be at the SunTrust lot just across from Fire Station 3. Get your selfie with a superhero, or two, or more.
Oh, exactly. We got plenty of them out there today. Looks like the family's making plans there, trying to figure out what their next move is going to be after the parade.
They're all decked out with patriotic attire. It looks great. Oh, there's a fun shot of the little motorcycles there. Are they going to race?
I don't know. And they're off.
And right behind them, we see the Fairfax County Sheriff's Office Honor Guard. Your formal representatives of the Sheriff's Office at all types of functions in Fairfax County and the surrounding Washington, D.C. area, including funerals, graduations, parades, major and minor league sporting events, and other special activities.
They have a busy year. They participate every summer in competitions sponsored by the Metropolitan Washington Council of Governments and the National Police Week, too.
Yeah, in 2015, they won the first place for the color guard in this parade, and the team won 4 gold medals at the World Police and Fire Games, making them world champions.
And while we're talking about the Fairfax County group, there's Sheriff Stacy Kincaid, the first woman to lead the Fairfax County Sheriff's Office in its 275-year history, winning a special election about 5 years ago to fill the balance of a term.
That's right, and she was re-elected in 2015 for a full 4-year term, serving over 1.1 million residents in Fairfax County, the city of Fairfax, and the towns of Herndon and Vienna. Sheriff Kincaid is a 30-year veteran of the Sheriff's Office. Wonderful to have her in our parade.
There's some folks riding along in the are here.
Okay, welcome back. Sorry about that. We had a little audio technical difficulty, but we're back. We're seeing Trucks from the Fairfax County Fire and Rescue Department formed in 1949 with 10 skilled drivers, and they have grown to a complex agency of nearly 1,400 uniformed men and women. They've been joining our parade for 21 years.
You know, besides just putting out fires, they do water rescues, they handle hazardous materials, advanced life support, emergency medical transportation, and fully staffed 38 fire and rescue stations with a commitment unlike any other to make sure everybody's protected.
That's amazing. They operate 3 different 24-hour shifts. Each shift is led by a captain. And look at this truck, Lou.
Oh, look at the lucky kids getting to ride in that.
Exactly.
But, you know, something like that, Rachel, they're going to remember the rest of their lives.
Oh, yeah. That truck just keeps going and going and going.
Gives you an idea of just how big that thing is, too. It's got to be sort of weird to steer the back.
From the back, yeah.
Because you're going in the opposite direction.
I imagine it takes a little getting used to.
Yeah, you think?
And we do thank them for their service. And just a reminder to everyone, when you're on the road, make sure you can hear the sirens. Don't have your music. We all love music. Don't play it so loud that you can't hear them.
Right.
And when you do hear the sirens, see flashing lights, please pull over safely to the side and let them get through.
And remember, too, that when they're doing their annual fundraising, please reach out, make any kind of donation you can.
Now we see the Laurel Ridge Elementary School Lightning Lions jump rope team. They were created over 20 years ago by a physical education teacher, and since then has been coached by parent volunteers. That's a long way and a hot day to be jumping the whole parade route.
They're definitely burning some calories, those kids out there.
Now we see Fairfax County Board of Supervisors Chairman Sharon Bulova, first elected chairman in a special election in 2009, and has previously served as the Braddock District Supervisor from 1988 to 2009.
She's been a Northern Virginia resident since way back in 1966, lives here in Fairfax. Have 4 adult children, 7 grandchildren.
And behind her, we see Fairfax County Board of Supervisor John Cook, representing the Braddock District. He was sworn as a county board member in 2009, re-elected in 2011 and 2015. He serves as the chair of the Public Safety Committee, as well as the Board of Supervisors representative to the Domestic Violence Prevention.
And now making his way up Armstrong Street for our 4th of July Independence Day Parade, we happen to have Fairfax County Board of Supervisor Pat Harity. Pat represents the Springfield District, and with over 25 years of active business, sports, and civic community leadership and experience, he was elected Springfield District Supervisor in 2007. And I remember his father, Jack Harity.
Yes, Jack Harity.
Played such a big role here in Northern Virginia many, many years ago.
And behind him we hear the Chancellor High School Lightning Regiment Marching Band from Fredericksburg, Virginia, under the direction of Ryan Adair. They're appearing in today's parade for the 8th time. You'll see them musically supporting the school's athletic programs. They perform a competitive field show August through November, and they also participate in many parades throughout the Commonwealth. just love seeing the shots when the bands just fill Armstrong Street.
know.
It's great. Now we're looking at the Rotary Club of Fairfax. They received the 3rd place for the Float Award, and their motto is service above self. The Rotary Club has participated in the parade for the past 25 years. They do a lot of great work throughout the community.
They were formed in Chicago way back in 1905. And their big worldwide thrust has been to help out so many and to try to get rid of polio. And they have about a 99% success rate in contributing to that too.
They also support the Fairfax Police Youth Club, Bright Paths, ARC of Northern Virginia, the Salvation Army, the Inova Children's Hospital, the Lamb Center, Walk for Water, Facets, and many other great causes in the community. It's wonderful.
Now you're seeing the Fairfax City 4-H Community Club and Fairfax County 4-H. It's great to have them in our parade. They offer many exciting activities for kids age 9 to 19, things like cooking, gardening, riding, cycling, pottery. Did I leave anything out?
Yeah, they do it all, and they are joining us for the first time this year. We hope they'll be back many, many more times. And they meet the 2nd Tuesday of every month, so anyone who's interested in learning more about it, they should check them out. And Lou, I believe we're hearing the Thunder Brigade from Gaithersburg, Maryland. They were formed in 2013 and represent the entire Maryland, Virginia, District of Columbia, Pennsylvania region. A parade drum line featuring high school and college marching percussionists. They do parades, exhibitional performances, and this is their 2nd time appearing in this parade.
Last year they scored a silver rating and were undefeated in all SCDA shows that they competed in last year.
And now we've got the Fairfax Club Estates Cub Scout Pack number 41 on a very fun float. They were chartered back in 1989 as members of the Boy Scouts of America.
Well, you hear the revving of the engines. It's the unmistakable sound of the Northern Virginia Mustang Club, organized in 1966 in the Bailey's Crossroads area. They reorganized about 18 years ago, and they're making their 10th appearance with their fantastic cars in our parade.
So they are open to all years of Mustangs from 1964.5 to the present, with over 500 registered members of all ages.
Looks like there might be a Mustang here that's needing a little extra help. This one, however, is revving up and needs no help at all being pushed.
No help whatsoever there, yeah.
Hard to believe that the original 1964.5 Mustang, Stang, had a selling price of $2,400.
Wow. Yeah, my dad had a 65 Mustang.
Ooh.
He loved it.
Oh, that's
loved,
a classic.
Loved it, yes. Beautiful red car, yeah.
They are all lined up. Yeah, the pony cars live on.
Oh yes, they've won multiple awards. In 2013 and 14, they won the 3rd place antique vehicle / antique fire vehicle in this parade. 3rd place for the Mayor and City Council Award. In 2017, they got the 2nd place in the antique vehicle and fire award. And from 2009 to 2013, they have received the Toys for Tots Commanders Award. So congratulations to them.
I don't know if you remember, Mustang unveiled their brand new 2015 model about 3 years ago, and they did it at the top of the Empire State Building. I remember that story.
Yes.
The car was disassembled into 5 pieces, and it was carried by elevator to the 86th floor observation deck. Can you imagine being up there then?
Wow.
Seeing a Mustang sitting near the top of the Empire State Building.
Here we see the Fairfax Nursing Center bus. They've appeared in the parade for the past 25 years. They're a 200-bed skilled nursing facility offering short-term medical and physical rehabilitation, long-term care, and Alzheimer's care.
They are rated, by the way, as a 5-star facility by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, and they've been serving the seniors here in the Fairfax area for 52 years. Oh, that looks really, really tasty.
Oh yes, snow cone.
For a second, I thought she almost offered it to her friend there next to her. What do you think the friend's thinking? I'd like to get some of that.
And now, you know, we have the Mustangs. Now it's time for the Harley Davidson.
Oh yeah,
We've got
bring
the
on the
Fairfax,
Harleys.
Virginia chapter of the Harley Owners Group. They've appeared in our parade for the past 16 years. And their sponsor is Patriot Harley Davidson. They've got over 800 local riders. Very energetic group. They definitely defy the typical biker stereotype. They are from all walks of life, but they are united by their love of Harleys.
And look at the way they deck those Harleys out. Pinwheels that are spinning, red, white, and blue flags, streamers. Oh yeah, that's great. And nothing beats that unmistakable rumble, Rachel, of Harley Davidson.
You know, this group does so much for the community throughout the year. They participate in the Fairfax Adopt a Spot program, the Ride for the Patriots on Memorial Day, the Vienna Halloween Parade, the Rattle the Runway Ride, MDA things, the Inner Service Club Council, blood drives. They also come to our Chocolate Lovers Festival every year and let people look at the bikes. They get a chance, you know, you can sit on a Harley, get your picture taken. It's a lot of fun.
We want to welcome right now to our parade here on the 4th of July for the very first time, De Blada Artistica Uris VA USA. They were formed in 2015. That's, by the way, is, if I translate, it's Dance of the Devils. It's a Bolivian dance group created and characterized by the mask and evil suit worn by the dancers that represent the struggle between good and evil. Check out those costumes and our dancers today.
The costumes are just beautiful. They make multiple appearances as well. They participated in the Leesburg 4th of July Parade, Hagerstown Halloween Parade, Bolivian Festival, Carnival of Virginia, the Hispanic Parade in New Jersey, the 5th Avenue Parade, and the Bolivian Embassy Parade. Amazing costumes.
Somebody's got to be a little warm in that costume. Okay.
My goodness, yes.
In case you are just joining us for the very first time, this is live coverage on City Screen 12 of the 52nd Annual City of Fairfax Independence Day Parade. I am Lou Katz from the All New Hound Radio with Rachel Roth from the City of Fairfax TV system. So glad you're joining us today.
Behind them, we have the Jubilee Christian Center, formed in 2000. Believes in loving people to life. They appeared in the parade several years ago and sponsored the annual Easter extravaganza at the Fairfax Government Center, the annual Trunk or Treat Halloween alternative, as well as other special family and community events.
And as we get set to wrap up division number 3 here with our parade today, you gotta have the rocket balloon. It's blasting off this holiday with the help of 8 handlers from the Jubilee Christian Center.
The rocket is soaring down the parade route with the help of 900 cubic feet of helium. You won't find this rocket in our fireworks display this evening, but you will find the rockets performing on stage.
Oh, nice
starting
segue.
At 6 p.m. So you won't want to miss the rockets tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. And now we see the Knights of Columbus 4th Degree Color Corps. They were formed in 1982 and have been in the parade for more than 20 years. Also, we have the St. Leo's the Great Cub Scout Pack number 1, Cub 1113.
They are sponsored by St. Leo the Great Catholic Church, and were involved for the very first time in our parade back in 1987. They've been around since 1970, of course associated with the Boy Scouts of America, and is in the George Mason District with a team of about 40 scouts.
Now we have the Leonardtown High School Marching Raiders from St. Mary's County, Maryland, comprising of 7th through 12th graders. They sound great.
Uncle Sam waving to the crowd.
Making another appearance in the parade, our Grand Marshal.
The crowd
Good
loves
old Uncle Sam.
Crowd loves Uncle Sam.
Behind him, we have the George Mason University Police Department, formed in 1981, 9 years after George Mason was officially established as a 4-year university. Our neighbors to our direct south. It's always wonderful to have them here in the parade.
There's a 21-person force there at GMU, and they're basically an autonomous law enforcement agency in Fairfax County.
And now we see Dr. Angel Cabrera, the president of George Mason University. He was born in Madrid and is the first native of Spain to lead an American university. And he's been recognized by the World Economic Forum as a young global leader, and by the Aspen Institute of Henry Clown Fellow, by Business Week as a Star of Europe, and by the Financial Times as one of the world's best business school deans.
The Cookie Jar Club.
And they're a fun group that was formed back in January 2010, making their 4th appearance in this parade. They're an independent professional women's group established to provide supplemental financial support to nonprofit organizations for scholarships.
You know, every year I keep hoping, I keep praying, Rachel, that they're going to throw cookies our way.
I know.
Up here at the booth, but no such luck this year.
Of course, if it was chocolate chip cookies today, they would melt.
We're now going to be entertained by Monte Monteith and the Skystone Bluegrass Band.
There we have the CakeDivas.net float, started by a former Fairfax County school counselor and head track coach because of her love of baking.
That's a really big cupcake somebody's carrying there. Keep calm and bake on. Love their line. This is their 28th year again. They've made hundreds of personal appearances, ranging from the Russian Embassy to the Old Dominion Barn Dance down in Richmond. The group features traditional bluegrass music, and they do all kinds of great things. They have 7,000 fans, by the way, on Facebook. Cake Divas.
And here we have Cub Scout Pack 882, chartered in 1959. They've participated in the parade for over 40 years, chartered by the Optimist Club of Central Fairfax. They focus on growth of moral strength and character, citizenship, and enhancing the development of physical, mental, and emotional fitness.
Slap shot!
All right! Yay! And as they say, next year, repeat!
All caps here. Everybody is starting to stand
yeah.
up for slap shot. And,
All right.
and our Stanley Cup champion, Washington Capitals. God, that sounds so weird
And the
to say.
crowd is so, everyone's so excited.
I know.
Finally.
Finally. Slapshot has been skating the ice and hanging out with a team since 1995.
And it's great to have him in our parade, and it's also great to have our Young at Heart Senior Center. They're a recreational center with numerous and various activities for all adults ages 55 and older, located at the Green Acres Center in Fairfax City, just down the road here. And the membership is open at no charge to residents of Fairfax City and Fairfax County. And as they put it, who are 55 years or better.
I like that.
I like that too.
Or better. Carrying an umbrella, sunblock, that's
Smart.
a good idea. Good idea. Our parade rolls on now with Falun Dafa. Am I getting that right, Rachel?
Falun Dafa. Well, I'm not sure. That's a tricky one. Falun Dafa.
Gotta work on my Chinese.
A traditional Chinese meditation practice involving gentle, slow movements, sitting meditation, and that float is just beautiful. I love the lotus flowers.
This group was formed in 1999. They practice regularly, helps reduce stress, improve health, increase the energy level, and grow inner peace.
I'm feeling relaxed already with the
really?
music
Just as they go by.
Beautiful, yes.
They won first place on their float back in 2015 in the Falls Church Memorial Day Parade and also the Gaithersburg Labor Day Parade, and I can see why that float was gorgeous.
It is. And now we see the Girl Scout Association 54, formed in 1946, joining us for the third time at this parade. Members participate in Bright Path, Pathway Homes, Catherine Hanley Family Homeless Shelter, the Potomac Watershed Cleanup, and many, many more. They are a busy group. They've got a nice float coming up as well. Now in 2015, they won second place, and last year they took first place in the scouting category for this parade.
Now,
Oh, look, now we've got Pax and Gee Whiz.
but together.
Yeah.
All right.
So Pax is the Washington Mystics mascot, professional basketball team in Washington, D.C., playing in the Eastern Conference in the Women's National Basketball Association. And Gee Whiz, you know, we're not ever quite sure what he is, but he's amazing.
Exactly.
And, you know, Gee Whiz is the mascot for our Washington Wizards.
All I can say is, gee whiz, why didn't we get LeBron? Gee whiz, that would have been great. But that's okay. They're working on it. Thank you for showing up. Pax and Gee Whiz.
Behind him we have Service Unit 52-11, Girl Scouts. Girl Scouts of Burke consists of nearly 75 troops, servicing 800 girls that are led by over 125 dedicated volunteers.
This particular service unit has been awarded multiple bronze, silver, and gold awards recognizing community service and outreach. The Girl Scouts of Burke Service Unit 52-7.
And now we see the Burke United Methodist Church. They're a welcoming, inclusive church located in Fairfax County, welcoming everyone to learn, celebrate, and share Christ's life-changing love.
Now the Fairfax Police Youth Group, formed back in 1963. And they have participated in this parade for many, many years. They also have such a busy year doing all kinds of fun things. They have the youth participate in a variety of various sports. And actually, initially, it was just two sports, football and basketball. But now they get involved with all kinds of things like field hockey, cheerleading, lacrosse, rugby, running, soccer, volleyball, wrestling. You gotta leave anything out.
Oh, yeah. And, lifelong friendships are made during these,
Oh, sure.
Participating in sports is a great way to learn about life, really.
And in 2013, the Fairfax Police Youth Club won the first place Mayor and City Council Award in this parade.
And just last year, they won first place in the Marching Unit Youth category, so congrats to them. Now we see the Old Dominion Historical Fire Society making their 18th appearance here in the parade.
Junior fireman. Oh, look at that classic truck.
They've got some really amazing units here. They've got a 1953 GMC American. We have a 1955 GMC American.
Look at that 1800s hand-drawn horse cart.
Look at that.
They got all kinds of stuff.
1958 Willys Jeep.
It's incredible the condition that these fire trucks are in.
And I've seen a few Dalmatians along the way here.
Ah, yes. They have a busy year too. Not only are they here in our parade every 4th of July, but they participate in the Cherry Blossom, Apple Blossom festivities over in Winchester, and St. Patrick's Day parades, as well as many local firefighter parades too.
They've also received many awards for this parade. They received first place for the Antique Vehicle / Antique Fire category in 2015, and in previous years received first and second place awards.
You see them making their way up Armstrong Street here. GMC fire truck there, and now a classic Ford fire truck. So shiny, so clean. You could eat your 4th of July apple pie right off the finish. In case you are just joining us today, first of all, happy 4th of July. Thank you for being a part of our event today, the 52nd annual City of Fairfax Independence Day Parade. I am Lou Katz with the all-new Hound Radio. And Rachel Roth also with me from the City of Fairfax TV group. We're seeing more trucks go by.
It's really amazing to kind of see the evolution of the fire trucks kind of just through that exhibit. It's amazing.
Yeah, starting off with such a...
And yeah, that's a great way to watch the parade from the top of the truck. You get a nice high-angle view.
Yes.
But they got some great pictures of the folks along the parade route.
I'm sure they did. I'm sure they did. A lot of activities going on today here in the City of Fairfax. You have, right after our parade, coming up at noontime, you have the Superhero Fest, and that's right on University Drive. If you have young kids, bring them by. They can take a photo with your favorite superheroes and more.
And I understand Brian Hopkins, our man on the street, has a very special guest with us. Brian.
A very special guest, the city's mayor. Mayor, tell me, how exciting is this parade?
Well, this is probably the highlight of the entire year for the City of Fairfax. This is our largest and longest standing program that we've put on. It's nationally known. There are people who come from all over the country every year to participate, and this is where the city puts on its its finest suit, and not on a hot day like this, but we just celebrate everything that's good about a local government, a local community, self-governance, and when there's so much that people question in our country today about the effectiveness of government, this is a way to celebrate not only our independence and our freedoms, but the way we live together in this community.
Do you have an early memory?
Oh my gosh, I remember coming here 40 years ago when I first got married. We didn't have children, and then bringing our children here when they were very little and sitting on the curb and waving at people as they come by, and so now I have the privilege of greeting citizens as I go by. It's a great experience.
Thank you, Mayor, very much. Lou, Rachel?
Thank you, and thank the mayor for us, and I hope he can enjoy this next group because they look fantastic. We got the Morenada Cocanas VA/US. They were formed in September 2011 when a group of family and friends decided to dance a traditional Bolivian dance. And again, we have some amazing costumes, some really fun noisemakers. Those are cool.
Those gorgeous costumes, by the way, all handmade in Bolivia, showing the wonderful Bolivian culture. And they practice at least 2 hours every week. That's why you see the moves they have.
Of course, they get around. They've participated in Bolivian festivals in New York, the Falls Church Memorial Day, Fiesta DC, Laurel's 35th Annual Main Street Festival, McLean's Christmas Parade, Annandale's Halloween Parade, and the New Jersey Bolivian Parade. And they've won a competition in New Jersey, and also in the local Bolivian Carnival. They won the Best Group Competition in 2015.
Gorgeous costumes.
And behind them we can see our Sunshine Balloon doing some fun formations back there.
Yes, and the Sunshine Balloon sporting those very cool shades. Not sure if they're Ray-Bans. If they were, they'd be a very big pair, though.
You know, because the sun is so cool, he wears sunglasses.
Got it, sunglasses. I want to thank our friends with the Kiwanis Club of Fairfax for handling Sunshine Balloon. 900 cubic feet of helium there.
Yeah, just like the actual sun, this sun balloon is powered with real helium. In this case, though, the helium's not burning up, though.
Got to have another marching band, and this time we welcome to our parade this morning the Patuxent High School Marching Band, formed in 1996, in their very first time in our City of Fairfax 4th of July parade.
They've won a bunch of awards. They've won the U.S. Bands Maryland State Championship in 2014 and 16. They took third place in the U.S. Bands National Championship with a score of 94.150, the highest in school history. So congratulations to them on that.
Looks like somebody there is having themselves some fun. The Optimist Club of Central Fairfax, making their way along the parade route here on Armstrong Street, along with Cub Scout Pack 1967 and 1968.
This pack was formed in 1973 and are joining us for the very first time today. They serve boys in grades K through 5 in Kings Park West neighborhood of Fairfax County.
Oh, those guys' arms have got to be hurting by now. As they're making their way towards the end of the parade run. Good for them. It's so great to see the Cub Scout packs today.
I see they're embracing the theme. They have our Live Life Connected theme on the side of their float, caring for family, country, and environment.
Some of their recent activities include scouting for food, the wreath laying at Arlington National, rock climbing, camping, hiking, of course, even a visit to the White House.
Oh, fantastic. Both units are chartered by the Kings Park Civic Association and regularly meet at the Laurel Ridge Elementary School. Oh, and Lou, guess what? It's time for the kazoo band.
Yes, one of our faves.
Fairfax High School Alumni Kazoo Band. They first appeared in the parade back in 2013. They were formed when longtime friends and Fairfax High School alumni decided that they needed to form a kazoo band and march in this parade. And we're so glad they did.
So you can actually hear a little bit.
Little Battle Hymn of the Republic there on kazoo. They received first place in the Marching Unit Adult category and third place for the Marion City Council Award last year. Oh, and Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam gets around.
He
makes
does.
It back.
This is one of Uncle Sam's busiest days of the year, Rachel.
Of course, that's true. Now we see the Nova Parks float. Nova Parks was formed in 1959 and conserves more than 12,000 acres of woodlands, streams, and rolling Virginia countryside.
Whether there's a wave pool or nature trails or golfing or boating, there is a Nova Park that's right for you and your family. You are encouraged to come by any day on a weekend, during the week. Northern Virginia parks are yours to enjoy.
And now we have the City of Fairfax Library Precision Book Cart Drill Team. They were organized back in 1983 and have participated in the parade for over 30 years. One of the crowd favorites for sure.
Do they have a separate card for the e-books?
There you go. And they do hold the distinction of being the very first documented library book cart drill team in the nation. Now, I'm curious, I want to know how many exist now. Like, what did they start?
Now look at the moves these folks are making out here.
And of course, they're trying to get the word out to the kids. Read books. Read, read, read.
Right.
Summer is a wonderful time.
Read books and feed your thirsty dog, too, at the same time. Multitask.
And our City of Fairfax Regional Library, number one, it's a beautiful building located right by our Old Town Square Park. So, and they do all kinds of fun book readings. They actually have where kids can come in and read to a dog. Speaking of dogs, you can read to the dogs. It's a lot of fun.
Now you're seeing the Cub Scout Pack 1864. They hail from Annandale, and they're a member of the National Capital Area of the Boy Scouts of America. This is just their second appearance in the City of Fairfax Independence Day Parade, and we certainly welcome them.
And here's the Enshin Karate of Fairfax, formed in 2009, making their third appearance in the parade. It's a martial arts school serving the local area schools by providing after-school care, evening kids classes, and adult classes designed for all skill levels and fitness training provided.
I like that quick move, man. Took that piece of wood right in half.
Whew. They've participated in Viva Vienna, Celebrate Fairfax, the Vienna Halloween Parade, and of course, this parade.
And right behind them are the American Heritage Girls. They're joining us today here on the parade in the City of Fairfax. This is their 6th year being with us. They've been around since 1995, and this particular scouting group builds women of integrity through the service of God, family, community, and country.
They go camping and work on badges and participate in things like the Fairfax Fall Festival, the City of Fairfax Parade, and Wreaths Across America.
By the way, a reminder that you can catch a replay right here on City Screen 12 of our annual 4th of July parade, daily at 2 p.m. and 10 a.m. and 7 o'clock on days when no meeting coverage is scheduled.
That's right, or you can watch it anytime at www.fairfaxva.gov and under special programming, or on our YouTube channel, which I keep plugging this. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's City of Fairfax VA. And we've got all kinds of videos on there. We've got history, if you like history. We've got music. We've got fun events like this. We've got the children's concert. And we do the Fairfax City Minutes every week now that lets you know what's going on around town on the weekends. It's a lot of fun.
And I'll talk about fun. Now the lowriders are on Armstrong Street. Check out these classic cars and how they're leaning and lifted up. They consist of old intentions, modern times, avenues, individuals, and just clowning.
Clowning. Just clowning.
Just clowning, yes.
In his defense, it's spelled with a K, so you know.
What do I know?
It's tricky.
Anyway, they participated in all kinds of shows. They've been out in Las Vegas with these cars. Last year they were in Miami, a part of the Miami Lowrider Super Shows. They won first place at the Miami Lowrider Super Show, too.
And now we've got the Boy Scouts of America, Troop 1345 from Burke, Virginia. They were formed in 1993 and are sponsored by the Burke Center Conservancy. It's a fun float. Nice tent. Of course, I wouldn't want to be sitting by a roaring fire right now.
No, and I hope they have their sunblock
You know,
on,
you
too.
wouldn't even need the fire to get a s'more. You just put your graham cracker and marshmallow and chocolate out, and it'll get all melty all by itself.
You know, they do a neat thing, the Boy Scouts of America, Troop 1345 out of Burke. They display the U.S. flags in Burke Center along the roadways during each federal holiday. They participate in scouting for food and the Memorial Day, Veterans Day flag ceremony. It's very busy.
And now we have the Tinka San Simon group. They were organized back in 2010 as an affiliation of the fraternity Tinka San Simon in Bolivia. Again, we've got these amazing colorful costumes. Lots of energetic dance moves. Lots of fun.
They are performing Tinku, special dance. Very colorful.
See the crowd clapping along.
Oh, yeah.
This group has won numerous awards. Everything from the Tinko's competition to Rockville Memorial Day Parade, the Potomac River Festival, Labor's Day Parade in Gaithersburg, and of course in this very parade they took first place in musical group category in 2012, 13, and last year.
We now welcome to City Screen 12 and our live coverage of the 52nd annual City of Fairfax Independence Day Parade, the Italian Heritage Lodge of Fairfax 2517, Order Sons and Daughters of Italy.
Also known as Osaya. They were established in 1905 as a mutual aid society and is the largest and longest established national organization for people of Italian heritage in the U.S.
They have a very busy year too. They do fundraising for Alzheimer's, also cancer research, provide financial support for Italian classes in local elementary schools here in the area, and even Italian language classes for their members.
Now we have the National Capital Region Mustang Club, formed in 1979 and owns 1964 through 2018 Ford Mustangs. We have more than 420 members in the metropolitan area.
To be driving a Mustang and hearing a siren in the background. That's a scary thought. Not in this case, though. It's great to have them here today in our parade.
This is the Burke Volunteer Fire and Rescue, founded by the citizens of Burke in 1948. I don't know which is louder, the sirens or the rumble of the Mustang.
Yeah, you see more and more emergency vehicles painted in yellow and white. Oh, look who's here.
Yeah, speaking of yellow, it's the Magic School Bus. But wait, it's a bus, but yet it's a magic bus, so it can turn into things like, gee, I don't know, a submarine.
Wow, isn't that cool?
So we've had an airplane, and now we have a submarine. Of course, the Magic School Bus is known for take chances, ask questions, get messy, go on a field trip. Magic School Bus takes kids everywhere under the sun for a totally fun-filled, science-fueled adventure.
This particular balloon takes almost 2,500 pounds of helium to help it fly. There's 18 handlers, and we thank our friends with the House of Wood for steering it down the parade route today.
Now we hear the Chopticon High School Show Band of Southern Maryland. They were formed when the school opened back in 1965. Located in Morganza, Maryland, and they are making their first appearance in this parade. Now we see the Nova Recumbent Club, also known as Have Recumbent, will travel. I still have yet to try that, Lou. Every year I say I'm going to try it.
They could be candidates for an immediate session with a chiropractor after that. I got leaning back like that. It's probably easier on the...
They say it is easier on your joints,
right.
So I should give it a try. It looks like a lot of fun.
They were formed back in 2012. Obviously a bunch of folks interested in 2- and 3-wheel recumbents. You sort of lie back there, and a recumbent holds, by the way, the world speed record for a bicycle.
Really?
Well, I wonder how fast they were going.
Now we see the Freemasons, the Henry Lodge number 57, formed in 1869 in Fairfax, Virginia. we were hearing the sound of the Fairfax Jubilaires, formed in 1954. They participated in the parade for many years, as well as our Festival of Lights and Carols in December. Known for their smooth barbershop harmonies. And
Look,
Lou, is
look
it a
who's
bird?
here.
It's a plane? No, it's all the superheroes.
It's all of them. Rachel, they're all here, right in front of us.
Captain America, we've got the Black Panther, Spider-Man, Supergirl.
Green Arrow.
And you too can go over to the SunTrust lot after the parade and get your photo taken with the superheroes.
Got Cub Scout Pack 1865 joining our parade today. They've been around since 1975 and are chartered by the Country Club View Civic Association and are made up mostly of boys from Oakview Elementary School.
This is the Patriot Brass Band. They're a New York-based ensemble formed in 2010, dedicated to supporting veterans in long-term care.
We have the City of Fairfax Democratic Party, created and composed by local city residents committed to getting candidates of the Democratic Party elected to office. They participate in the City of Fairfax Fall Festival, and of course they're carrying the campaign signs. And I just want to make a personal pledge and a note and a request, regardless of which side of the aisle you're on, red, blue, whatever. When the elections are coming up in the fall and November, make sure you cast your vote. It is the civic and American thing to do.
That's
So
right,
go ahead
and make
cast your
sure
vote.
you are registered to vote in
Yes.
the proper area before the election, because
Right.
there are deadlines that you must meet to vote in an upcoming election. So we always post those on City Screen 12. It's in the city scene, and of course you can find it on the website. Very important to register before Election Day.
Great point.
This is the Fairfax County Communities of Trust Committee, formed in December of 2014 by Chairman Sharon Bulova, who just walked by. And it's composed of community and government leaders, public safety officials, and residents of Fairfax County, focusing on strengthening and building positive relationships between public safety agencies and the communities they serve. And I understand Brian Hopkins is on the street, has something for us. Brian, what do you have?
I have the McCaughey family. And Pat, can you show them in juxtaposition to where they're sitting? Because it's a little bit of a throw, but they're taking advantage of the wonderful shade. And Mrs. McCaughey has a little spritzer, and baby, it feels
very
good.
Smart.
Mr. McCaughey, how many years have you been coming?
It's hard to count, but we've been here since the town of Fairfax.
Fantastic. Thank you for joining us. Enjoy the rest of the parade.
Thank you very much.
And now we've got the Fairfax County motorcade doing some formations here on Armstrong Street. Just a reminder to everyone, the first Tuesday in August is National Night Out, and you'll definitely want to check the city's website for activities that are going to be held. Local communities can have members of our police department and fire department come to their community. The kids can check out the motorcycles, climb on a fire truck, and get to know the public safety officers that are working for them in their community. It's a wonderful event. First Tuesday in August.
They love to have you all around and teach and learn and share experience.
It's also a great excuse to have some ice cream or some watermelon, talk with your neighbors.
Now, speaking of ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. The Old-Fashioned Firefighters Day is coming up today at noon. We've got all kinds of activities with the firefighters right on University Drive. There's foods, drinks, ice cream, there's all kinds of games, and if you're lucky, you'll be in position with your family, and you'll be able to get a little spray to cool yourself down today on this 4th of July.
You can also check out the Fairfax Museum and Visitor Center to cool off. It's air conditioned. They have some, I believe, lemonade. And they're celebrating their 26th anniversary.
Virginia State Police representatives coming by. A distracted driver simulator. I've heard of it.
I actually saw that at National Night Out last year, and it's shocking. Yes, they have a simulator where it
if you go in and get distracted,
yes,
it shows
and
you what
distracted,
happens.
and it's an eye-opener, and that's something everyone needs to be mindful of. The text can wait.
Yeah.
Wait, get to where you're going, and if you're expecting something urgent, pull over. Be safe.
I want to thank some of our special sponsors, including our elite sponsor this year of the 52nd Annual Parade, the Fair City Mall, and Cox Communications. Gosh, where's something cold to drink, she said. Mom, you got something cold for me to drink, please?
We have the Springfield South County Youth Club All-Stars Cheer. Founded in 1962, promotes fitness, good sportsmanship, character development, and exemplary behavior through athletic programs for children ages 4 through 18. Cheerleading was added back in 1977, and they represent the club at special events and performances throughout Fairfax County.
Oh, nothing more
yeah,
4th of
Beach
July
Boys.
music than the Beach Boys. Surfing US. Love it. Great music.
They even brought the sea breeze with them.
Oh,
That
yes.
feels good. A nice little breeze.
Moms Demand Action. They are in our parade today. Let me tell you a little about them. They're a nonprofit bipartisan organization committed to gun violence prevention. They work a lot with lawmakers, community leaders here in the area, and schools to promote very important gun safety initiatives to reduce gun violence in our communities.
They are making their second appearance in this parade. They've also participated in Celebrate Fairfax, the Burke Center Fall Festival, and the Great Falls 4th of July Parade.
MDA, Moms Demand Action.
And they're reminding everyone to vote. Get out and vote.
Very important. Little puppet action there.
Yeah. They're with the Fairfax Baptist Church, formed in 1915. They are the only Baptist church located in Fairfax City. It's a relatively small congregation, but it's a diverse group of people from all backgrounds and cultures. And we welcome them to the parade for the first time. It's wonderful to have them here.
Oh my gosh, we're being invaded
It's a sea turtle.
by the big sea turtle balloon.
And this is a really cool dude, and everyone loves him.
That is one big sea turtle.
He's not a surfer dude, though, but he's a Pacific green sea turtle, so that makes him cool enough, right?
Absolutely. And this particular sea turtle, filled with 1,600 cubic feet of helium.
It's also 30 feet long and at least 6 times the size of a real sea turtle. And now we have the W.T. Woodson High School Marching Cavaliers. They were first organized in 1962 and have marched in the City of Fairfax Parade for 15 years, along with their color guard. They've been recognized by nearly every major arts education organization for excellence in music education. Representing the community of for over 50 years, the Woodson Band program is comprised of 2 concert bands, a jazz band, a winter guard, a percussion ensemble, and the Marching Cavaliers. There we see the Twins Ace Hardware banner there.
Ace is the place.
And right behind them is the Fairfax High School wrestling float. They've claimed multiple conference titles, regional titles, state championships, and All-American championships. And in 1995, they were the regional championship team.
This is their third year participating in our 4th of July City of Fairfax Independence Day Parade. Glad to have them along. My son Max, back when he was in high school, tried wrestling. Failed miserably. But you know, I give the kid credit for
He
trying.
tried it.
Yes, he
Yeah. So, well, how are you going to know if it's for you or not if you don't try it? Here we have the Girl Scouts of the National Capital Service Unit 55-6. And they participate in many City of Fairfax events, including the Festival of Lights and Carols. It's a fun float they've created. Girl-led cooperative learning. Learning by doing. See, there you go.
Yep.
You want to learn something, you got to do it.
You got to do it.
Got to try it at least.
Now in our parade, we have the Christ Church group located in Fairfax Station. It's a warm, inviting, and diverse group, gang, offering multi-sensory worship services every weekend and carefully designed with relevant biblical teaching that is related to the everyday challenges that we all face worldwide.
And they invite everyone to come as you are. It's a very relaxed environment with real people who love God and love others to live out the gospel.
This is the first time that Christ Church has participated in our Independence Day Parade, and thrilled to have them out there.
And now we see Cub Scout Pack 187, formed in 2006, participating for the 4th time in the City of Fairfax Parade. Oh, they're handing out some things.
A reminder tonight, the fireworks, you definitely want to head over to Fairfax High School. The fireworks are follow the evening show, which kicks off at 6 o'clock. There's live music from the Rockets about 8:20. The City of Fairfax band is going to be out there like they always are. Definitely consider using the shuttle bus service if you're heading over to Fairfax High School for the fireworks tonight.
And just a reminder that only service dogs are allowed on the field, and it's just for your dog's safety and comfort as well. Best to leave them at home. And also, if you plan on being on the field, it's a synthetic turf field, so you need to make sure that any lawn chairs you bring have a blunt edge. We can't have anything that's sharp that could puncture the field, but you're welcome to bring your blankets and lawn chairs and relax on the field, or take a nice seat in the stadium. There's multiple places to view, and you know, the fireworks, you're going to see them.
You're not going to miss them.
And here we have the City of Fairfax Republican Committee, formed in 1982. It's a vibrant group holding monthly meetings and organizing activities to support Republican candidates. And again, we remind everyone, no matter who you're voting for, just please remember to get out and vote.
Right, so important. Not just this midterm election, but every election. Local elections, national elections, state elections. Your vote counts, so make sure you go ahead and set aside some time to do it this fall. Children of the Light Dancers. This is their 23rd year dancing their way along the parade route. And they're a special group of folks. They offer a summer dance camp, Faith in Motion. It's for kids aged 4 to 12. And they focus on what it means to love one's country, friends, and neighbors, especially if they have great needs.
The camp is an outreach component where kids are not only trained in choreography, but also engaged in several service projects that help them to be more aware of the needs of others around the world. Oh, the crowd really loves them. That's wonderful.
They've participated in Zoo Lights, the National Christmas Tree Music Program, DC Dance and more. They're still shaking it now.
So they are currently presenting concert at local area churches to raise awareness for funds for the Abide Family Center, helping families in Uganda struggling to keep their children out of the orphanages and at home with them. In 2012 and 2013, they received 3rd place, and in 2014, 1st place in the marching unit youth category.
Now on your screen, it's the Virginia International University Float. They're based right here in Fairfax, been around since 1989. And it's a private nonprofit university, Virginia International University, offering higher education with a global perspective to students from more than 100 different countries around the world.
And we congratulate them for winning 2nd place in the float competition here in this parade.
Live Life Connected. They incorporated our theme this year too in the float.
And now it's Just Clowning Around of Northern Virginia, formed in 1985. They've been participating in the City of Fairfax Parade for over 15 years. Always bringing a smile to the crowd.
Look at the little itty bitty little
Itty bitty wagon.
Itty bitty little
There's
wagon.
the little wagon, the littler wagon, and then the itty bitty.
Wagon. They do keep busy too. They participate in a lot of different parades. It gives the students, I should say, the clowning around. They give all kinds of time to local nonprofit groups and make donations to a lot of folks, especially here in Fairfax.
Yeah, and speaking of making a difference here in Fairfax, here's Cameron's Coffee and Chocolates. It's a nonprofit organization providing meaningful employment for individuals with intellectual disabilities. Our store is located within the city at 9639 Fairfax Boulevard, and they make delicious muffins, cookies, cupcakes that are baked fresh daily. Their chocolates are all hand dipped in the store and made of only the best Belgian chocolates. And they almost always, they're there at the Chocolate Lovers Festival.
Yes.
Since they've been around, they've been participating in our Chocolate Lovers Festival.
There's Miss Virginia Senior America. It's a pageant to honor women over the age of 60 who have reached the age of elegance.
Contestants perform all over the Commonwealth by entertaining at nursing homes, assisted living communities, and community and senior centers. And here we have the Centerville Moose from the Centerville Moose Lodge. What a fun car.
What a gig. It's got to be a little warm though.
A little bit.
A little bit. That is a classic. They were incorporated in 1971, right on the very steps of the Centerville Firehouse. They get involved throughout the year with all kinds of different groups. In fact, on average, they donate annually more than $30,000 back to the community, whether it's for fire prevention training vehicle or Fairfax High School all-night graduation celebrations. The Centerville Moose Lodge.
And they're musically talented as well. Singing us a little Yankee Doodle here.
Yankee Doodle do or die. A grand old nephew of my Uncle Sam.
Now we see the Fairfax Rifles, Company D, 17th Virginia Infantry, formed in 1998. They've been appearing in the City of Fairfax Parade for the past 20 years.
They were originally organized as a Virginia militia unit at Fairfax Courthouse back in 1890.
This group has participated in historic Blenheim Civil War Day, the Civil War Christmas in Camp, in addition to major regional Civil War enactments. including Appomattox and the annual New Market and Cedar Creek battles in the Valley.
We have the 2018 Miss Virginia Earth United States delegates in the parade today.
Christina Lena Ruiz is representing the Commonwealth of Virginia in the 18th Miss Earth United States pageant to be held July 10th through 15th in Washington, D.C.
Now shaking their stuff here on Armstrong Street for our Independence Day Parade, members of the Eastern Senior High School Blue and White Marching Band. Under the direction of James Perry and making their 11th appearance in our parade for the 4th of July. Enjoy.
Well, they are known for their stereophonic sound and high energy performances, which we just got to witness today. That was fantastic. And now we see Operation Pause for Home. They were formed in 2010. They're a 501c nonprofit organization devoted to the rescue, rehabilitation, and placements of dogs that have overcome great odds and deserve wonderful, caring, forever homes. Oh, so sweet.
Now as our four-legged friend makes his or her way up the parade route.
We also see our City of Fairfax Animal Control Unit there, and we have animal adoption events the third Saturday from 11 to 2 up at Camp Washington at Pet Supply Plus, and so we invite everyone to come out and find their next best friend. And now we have our red, white, and blue star balloons. What better way to express the spirit of America than with red, white, and blue stars?
They're 14 feet tall, have 400 cubic feet of helium in each star, and each star requires 4 handlers. The blue star is being held high in the sky with the help of Volunteer Fairfax. It's an organization that mobilizes people and resources to meet regional community needs. The red and the white stars handled by Trail Life USA. They are a Christian outdoor adventure group that emphasizes and teaches biblical moral values.
Well, Lou, I can't believe it, but that signals the end of our parade,
Already.
but not the end of our Independence Day celebration. We've got the Superhero Fest over at the SunTrust lot. We've got the Old Fashioned Fireman's Day at Fire Station 3. The Fairfax Museum is open for folks to visit. And of course, the evening show at Fairfax High School, we're gonna be there. So if you can't make it out to the stadium, or if you go and want to watch it again on TV,
Absolutely.
you can check it out. Those replays will start on Friday because we do have to cut the show down it's 3 hours long, so we cut it down a little bit.
Right.
So that'll begin on Friday at 5 p.m. and that will replay at 5 o'clock every day.
And we also want to take a second out to thank some of our additional sponsors here for our Independence Day Parade. Our friends with Patriot Harley-Davidson. Bronze sponsors include Sandy Spring Bank, and the list just goes on and on.
And just reminding everyone, you can check out our YouTube channel at City of Fairfax, VA. And while you're there, please subscribe to our channel. You'll receive notices. And remember, I mentioned those Fairfax City Minutes. And stay tuned at the end of the parade here. We're going to play you what's coming up next week. So stay tuned for the Fairfax City Minute coming up right after this. But Lou, I have to thank our crew, our wonderful director, Peter Dowdy, our technical director, Dave Welsh, the entire crew. It's amazing.
Work so hard.
Everyone does such a wonderful job. And Lou, thank you
Always a
so
pleasure.
much.
Are you
And
kidding?
we got to check back with our friend on the street, Brian Hopkins.
Yeah, we got Brian out there. I think he's got something to display
He's been
for
working
you.
hard all day. What you got, Brian?
I haven't been working harder than my photographer, Pat. He's been sweating. He sweated through his shirt. So I think I will give him this shirt, which is available for sale for $5 for adults, $3 for kids. And it's available checking on my cheat sheet at City Hall as well as Old Town Hall. And it's in honor of Walt Potok.
Potok, yeah. Show us the bag.
Oh,
there
these
we
are
go.
great.
It's got what the biplane, and once again, we do want to just, dedicate the program really to Walt Potok for his many years. He served as the IDCC chair, was here every year. His lovely wife Charlie is over on the grandstand helping out there. His son was doing one of the planes for the flyover, and for everyone on behalf of the city of Fairfax, we would just like to wish you a very happy
4th
of July.
We'll catch you next year. Thanks so much for watching.